Hi, this is the video for Megillah Daf Kaf Gimel for the Daf Shevui project. I want to bring to you today a little bit of a piece of research by a Talmudic researcher named Yisrael Tashma. This is his book. He passed away a number of years ago, but in this book, which is called Tfilah HaAshkenazit HaKduma, Early German or Ashkenazi Prayer Customs, he has a whole chapter talking about the practice of calling children, up to read the Torah and the Haftorah. And that's an issue that comes up in our Gemara. There's a famous Braita, you probably hear it a lot in regards to women's reading of Torah. Hakol olin leminyan shiva. Anybody can count in the minyan shiva, the 7 readers of the Torah reading. Ve'afilu katan ve'afilu isha. Even a minor and even a woman. I'm not going to go on and talk a little bit about the issue of women's reading the Torah, but I am going to talk about minors' reading of the Torah. So the earliest opinion in the Talmud is clearly that a child can read the Torah. There is no reservation here whatsoever, as there is for a woman. And there's no halachic problem brought up whatsoever in the Gemara about a child reading from the Torah. In Spain, in early Spain, and Spanish custom with the Rambam, they ruled that even for a Torah reading that has only 3 readers, such as done during the week, or any of the other Torah reading, despite the fact that the Braita says Hakol olin leminyan shiva, anybody can be counted in the 7 readers. The Spanish Rishonim, Sephardi Rishonim said it didn't really make a difference, and a child could read any of these Torah readings. The Ashkenazim were a little bit more strict, and they read the Braita a little bit more strictly, and then they said a Katan could count only as part of the 7 readers, and specifically read 4, 5, 6, or 7. And eventually, the idea came around in Ashkenaz that the Katan, the minor, should read Dafka, the Maftir Aliyah, along with the Haftorah. The last Aliyah, along with the Haftorah. Now, along with this, there is a question in our Gemara about whether the Maftir Aliyah counts as one of the 7 or doesn't count as one of the 7. And today, the Maftir Aliyah does not count as one of the 7. So the way that we usually do it is there are 7 readers from the regular Torah reading. The Maftir Aliyah goes back, reads a little portion of the 7th Aliyah over again, and then goes on to read the Haftorah. So again, the Ashkenazi custom was to give that Aliyah and the Haftorah to a Katan, but the Katan would not read as part of the 7 earlier first readers. Okay, going on a little bit. Eventually, as we do today, the Kaddish came to cut off the Maftir Aliyah from the first 7. So that's what we do today. We read the first 7, we recite Chatzi Kaddish, and then we read the Maftir Aliyah followed by the Haftorah. That served to further cut off the Maftir reading of the Torah, making it look like it wasn't really somebody was reading the Torah. Rather, it was just sort of reading the Haftorah. But there were those who said, look, because of that, the Maftir is less. That's a lesser Aliyah. That's why we can give it to the Katan. Now, the problem with that, maybe the Maftir Aliyah is lesser, but it comes with the Haftorah, which sounds like a big honor. Today, whoever reads the Haftorah is considered a very honorable position. So the reading, again in Ashkenaz, the permission for a Katan to read, or the practice of a Katan, a minor, reading the Haftorah also began to deteriorate because the machers in the shul, the big shots, the people who wanted the honors, began to receive the Haftorah. Along with that, there was a rise in the notion of the bar mitzvah. I'm not going to get into that, but earlier sources do not have a strict concept of a bar mitzvah, whereas later sources have much more of a concept of a bar mitzvah and a tekes, ceremony of a bar mitzvah as well. And so that's how eventually we went to basically the idea that a Katan can read anything, to a Katan can read the Haftorah, to a Katan shouldn't read the Haftorah because that's the most highly honored Aliyah. And along with that, When does a katan become a gadol? How do we symbolize that? What is the siman muvhak, the greatest symbol today in the Beit Knesset that a katan has reached majority age? He's allowed to read the Torah. So we went from the Talmud, which says katanim can read anything, to the reading of the Torah, and the Haftorah is the greatest symbol of a person having reached adulthood.